Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XI. So, tonight we're going to do some very specific things. We're going to continue on with the Altaio storyline here. We're going to do 2 more missions. I think they're mainly cutscenes, but we'll see. But we're also going to see about breaking our level limit. So I did go ahead and do a couple of hours of grinding yesterday. So we are now at level 70. We're not capped at level 70, but we are at level 70. So we are not going to be able to level up until we break our limit. So we're going to do that. Some housekeeping here. I did go ahead and purchase another copy bag upgrade and a Mogsec upgrade. Because of that. We're coming up in the last 2 copy bag upgrades. Thank you very much, because it'll be nice to stop throwing hundreds of thousands of gil into just upgrading my bags every now and then. But that's a worry for later. So let's start off here by going back to Naja here. Remind ourselves of our vision. The rewards from the AARI has been confiscated by President Naja. To cover your fines, the mercenary life is no picnic. Indeed. So we're going to head back there, and we're going to see if we can trigger the cutscene now. That there's been more than an in-game day, to be sure, and we've sown at as well. So we should be able to do it now. And I think once we've done that, we're going to need to wait another in-game day before we can continue on with the last mission we're going to do before we take a little break from Uttergun here. But that's why I prepared, so we can go and do our limit break. So let's have a look here. Yes, cutscene coming up. Oh, it's just you, Lafayette. You had me worried there for a second. You see, we have some very important guests arriving from the palace today, and the office is in an uproar. Although, thankfully, it's put the president in a good mood. Not like the last time you walked through that door. Look at her smile. She's been like that ever since the messenger from the palace came by. La 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 la. I think that's actually supposed to be a la 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 la. Lafayette, how long have you been standing there? You don't sneak up on... Why, you don't just sneak up without announcing yourself to your superior. That's a good way to get your skull cracked. Why didn't you speak up? I'm afraid of your spiky mace. I was listening to your singing. What? You were listening to that? How about I take my morning star here and beat that melody out of your head? I don't have time for any more of this idle chit-chat. I'm expecting some very important, very rich visitors at any moment. The immortal who brought me this wonderful news is still here as well. You need to scoot, Lafayette. You're just in the way. Go on, shoo. President Naja. You have visitors. May I present the Honorable Afmao, the palace puppet master. You're early. Isn't that wonderful? Lafayette, go stand in the corner and keep your trap shut. Please be at ease. What's with that up-jumped puppet? I believe her name is Ovyang? That's not what I'm asking. Was there something? You are most gracious to take time to visit our humble offices. Please come this way. Ah. Was a disorganized operation? That's right. You've yet to be introduced. This is the court puppet master of Mao. And this is my dear companion, Ovyang. Please forgive my ignorance, Miss Ovyang. I am Nadja, a loyal servant of the Empire. Speak up, Ovyang. You're the one who wanted to come here in the first place. Ovyang? Apology accepted. There you go. Who is this person? He wears a wildcat badge. A mercenary? That's just a mannequin I ordered from the Middlelands. Is that right? No matter. Nadja, please answer Ovyang's question without the humor. Of course. This is Lafayette, a citizen of the Middlelands, come to work as a mercenary for the Empire. I see. Has the matter been explained? We are about to begin. Be quick about it. Nadja, I will now read to you a confidential request from Nashmera II, Empress of Aturgan. Please continue. Salahim's sentinels, we hereby order you to ease the hearts of the people by uncovering the truth behind the rumored ghost ship. If this rumor proves to be nothing more than a hoax, you are to deal with those responsible. Nashmera II. Ghosts? Is there a problem? No problem. I humbly accept this honor and promise to serve the Empire in any function she should require. One more thing. This task is to be carried out with the utmost secrecy. Draw no undue attention from citizens or soldiers of the Empire. For this reason, command of the operation has been given to Afmao. To the Puppet Master. Surely you have no cause for disagreement? None at all. Great to have you aboard. Well then, we will require you to provide us with a capable mercenary. Let me think. Why not take Lafayette here? I'm sure he would be delighted to assist you. Disagree. Strongly disagree. Probably not wise to disagree. Excellent. You will receive a reward based on your performance. Thank you for your assistance. We have vaults full of coins for diligent worker. For a diligent worker. Report even the smallest details to the palace. May the winds of fortune guide you. If we can fulfill a direct request from the Empress, this company's prestige will go through the roof. Lafayette, this task is confidential. Don't leak a word of it to anyone. Okay, let me give you all the information we have on the ghost ship. Moving under the cover of all this beastman mess, the ghost ships have ever been seen on the outskirts of Altaio. How do I know this? What has just reached the ears of the palace officials has been circulating in town for a good while now. Since the first sighting of the ghost ship around Arapago Islands by some Kikaran there on 10 years ago, people have been spotting that spook vessel all over the place. Everyone thought it must have been the Ashutareef, an imperial passenger ship that had sunk in the area. But then a guy who had a run-in with the ghost ship on the way back from Nashville swore it was the Black Coffin. Seems this guy was from Ephraimad stock and had a picture carefully hidden in the rafters of his house. This picture was a rendering of the Ephraimad rebellion symbol, the majestic Black Coffin. Sounds like the stuff of fairy tales, but the fact remains that this Ephraim's descendant was hauled off by the immortals for questioning. In any case, with the reward I'm expecting from the Empress, this company will be rolling in cash for the next 10 years. So, Lafayette, go after that ghost ship and don't come back till you learn something useful. Ah, there we are. Can I chat with Naja again here? A lot of people have been seeing that ship from the waters around the Arapago Islands. You might want to try interrogating the Nashville locals first and see what you can find out. Go after that ghost ship and don't come back till you learn something useful. Yes, okay. So I believe this will be the next mission here. Royal Puppeteer. Under the command of the court puppet master, you are to uncover the truth behind the ghost ship, the Ashutareef. Investigate the Arapago Islands. So yes, we've gone ahead and done that. Now we are supposed to wait another in-game day here, I believe, after completing this mission. Let's go ahead and no, actually, we don't need to. We can do this all from the beginning here. I believe, maybe not. Let's have a look at the time here anyway. Dark State, 10:59. That's fine. We are going to head to. We're going to head back to Juno anyway, because I want to get our limit break done here before we do anything else. And to do that, we need to go back to Maat, and we need to have an item on hand, but we already have one, so it should be fine. And we'll talk about what the limit break here means when we are speaking to Matt here. Let's go to Juno. Relive the Gardens. One should do the trick, please. And again, I'll stress that this is the first time I'm actually doing this, but I've read up a little bit about it, so hopefully we should be able to. Let's go ahead, get going. First things first, though, let's speak to Matt. I think this should probably be pretty easy for us at this point, but we'll see how things go. It's been a long road to the top, and I'm sure you've had your share of hard times along the way. I want you to remember back to the very first day you stepped out into Vanadil's sun. You were still a tiny ant trying to climb a mountain. But now look at you, riding the clouds to the stars. But don't think that you've reached the top. Even if you break one limit, there's always another waiting for you. But it's our persistent aiming for the top that makes us great. However, I'm growing old and there's not much left to teach you. Our tale together has reached its final chapter, so to speak. But before we turn the page, I'll need you to bring me a thief's testimony. What's that look on your face? Running up something like that should be no problem for a guy like you. Master Maud. What the... Oh, it's you, Wolfgang. I wish you'd stop sneaking up on me like that. It's bad for my heart. It is time, sir. Ah, yes, of course. Sir, you are not still bothering adventurers with your games, are you? Games? You should talk, Wolfgang. Why, Lafayette here could slice you up and eat you for breakfast. Yes, sir. Now, we must be off. I will meet you at the gate when you arrive. I'm sorry about the interruption. Anyway, you go get me that thief's testimony. While you're doing that, I'll finish my business with Wolfgang. Alright. So, I did go ahead and get a thief's testimony. I actually had to steal that from a particular mob a while back here. So, we go into our monk sack, I believe I put them in. We have a thief's testimony here. The bearer of this document has proven excellence in the ways of the thief. So we've gotten a warrior, a monk, ranger, dragoon, puppeteer testimonies just by killing things. But the thief's testimony, you actually had to steal. And that was more annoying than anything else, I think. That said, we've got it now, so we're going to go ahead and give this a try. And what's going to happen is that we're going to need to do a fight against Maat. But I believe there's going to be some special conditions for us as well here. So let's go ahead and trade it to him and see what he says. There we go. Thief's testimony. That wasn't so hard now, was it? I bet you're wondering why I keep having you travel around the globe, collecting all these rare and obscure items for me. I know what you're thinking. You're sick and tired of playing fetch for old Matt. You want a chance to show me what you're really made of. Well, now that you mention it, I think I'd be delighted to test your might with my own hands. I may look old, but I still have a lot of spunk in me. I can take anything and everything you've got. What do you say? You'll get your chance to get back at me for all the trouble I've put you through, and I'll get some good exercise. Challenge Matt. You bet. That's the spirit. Now take this thief's testimony to the burning circle and throw it in. I'll be waiting for you inside. So here we are in Vagaroon Shrine. I'm not sure where this is actually at. Do we have there's no map for this area. Anyway, we're going to have a look at the burning circle here. And again, we are going to enter a fight against Maat. I believe that for thieves and some other classes as well, there are special conditions. So if we can successfully steal from Matt here, I think that may actually clear it. But either way, we should be pretty well off, I think, because we are, with the Rhapsody Savannah deal missions that we've done, going to be able to have our, or we should be able to have them at least our trust with us. So let's go ahead and look at it. Burning circle. I guess we need to trade the item to it. And as I understand it, this was limited to 1 attempt per testimony before, but it should now be good for at least 3 per testimony. Hopefully we won't need more than 1 anyway, but we'll see. Which battlefield will you enter? Shattering Stars, Thief. The limit is 10 minutes. You are now able to call forth your alter egos here because you've obtained the Rhapsody Umber key item. Very good. So we're gonna call them forth. Matt should be ahead of us here. And again, we're going to go ahead and attempt to steal from him, just to see if that actually works. If not, we're going to just fight him normally, I suppose. Because I don't think that there's going to be a reason for us to not do that and wait for the cooldown. Let's go ahead and steal. We failed to steal from Matt. I guess we're attacking him again. There we go. We're fairly high level and we've got our trust wheels, so this should be very quick. That was a mighty fine display of skill there, Lafayette. You've come a long way. You've broken the clear time record for Shattering Stars, Thief. What? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, we've been teleported out here. Let's move away and we'll see where it puts us back to. Palborough Mines, huh? I assume we'll need to go back to Juno here. Let me have a look and see. Shattering Stars. Yeah, we'll need to get back to Juno here. So that's where it puts it into. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and warp back then. Oh, we do have the warp ring on already. Here we go. First back to Vostok and then onwards to Juno again. Now then. We're gonna travel to another home point in Juno. Prelude Gardens 1. Yes, please. And off we go. So this will up our limit level to 75, which was the level cap, I believe, for quite a long time. Throughout some of the earlier expansions here, so let's have a chat. I have to admit, that was one fine display of fighting, Lafayette. It's kind of hard to believe, but did you know that Yuna was once a run-down, tiny little fishing village? Now look at her. There isn't a soul in Vanadila who doesn't know her beauty. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, there was a young man, captain of a fishing boat he was, who lived a modest life in the peaceful harbors of Juneau. It was often hard for him to make ends meet, but he and his fishing buddies had no complaints. They loved their tiny village. However, one stormy night, fate came knocking at his door when he rescued two strange lads from the nearby waters. From that day on, the wheels of change began to turn. There was something different, something special about those two. They possessed a great deal of knowledge and leadership, and in just a short period of time, they transformed Juneau from an insignificant dot on the map into a giant metropolis. At first, the captain welcomed these changes with open arms. However, later he began to ask himself if all this was truly good for Juneau, or if the city was just being used as a pieces of some bigger plan put into motion by the two mysterious men. By then, it was too late. Juneau and the people living within her walls had changed. There was no turning back. And so, the captain decided, while he still had life inside his bones, he would make it his mission to remain and watch over his hometown. Good day, Matt. Oh, if it isn't Dr. Monbureau. You're looking quite healthy these days, old chap. As healthy as a hobgoblin thanks to your treatment. You sure know how to keep your patients happy. I'm just doing my job. By the way... You mentioned this captain watching over Juneau. What exactly was he making sure of? Well, he was probably just making sure that everybody was happy. You know, I think you're probably right. There are many things out there that threaten the happiness of all Juneauans, and he couldn't stand to sit back and watch the happiness be snatched away from them. Matt. Will you look at the time? I must be getting back to the infirmary. Take care, my friend. Don't worry. Sorry. I must be... Will you look at the time? I must be getting back to the infirmary. Take care, my friend. Here we go. Don't you worry, Doctor. I always do. Oh, and you keep working on Wolfgang. Once he sees what's really going on in this palace, he'll start to change. I know it. As do I. Now, where was I? As much as I long to see it, it's likely I won't be around when the truth finally comes out. But young adventurers like you will. That's why I want you to be all that you can be. Do not forget the hardships you have endured to make it this far, and maybe one day you too will find something worth giving your life to protect. They say that where there is a beginning, there is an end. However, I believe that some things, like memories, don't have to end. That is where you young folk come in. And that is all this simple old man can ask for. Our level limit is now 75. Let's go ahead and get our record of eminence for that. Tutorial level cap increases 75. Yes. Get some sparks. I'm realizing we probably haven't gotten all of these torch expansions once either here. Yeah, thank you. And number 70. There we go. Right. Now, the next thing that we're going to unlock is going to be something that we're going to get from the Nomad Moogle here, I believe. But I'm not sure we can get it just yet. Let's talk to Matt first and then we'll talk to Moogle. Who came up with this trust magic anyway? Bah. What use will you have it for it? See if we can... Now that you've reached the stars, there's nothing left that I can do for you. Unless you'd like to go another round with a frail old man. If you're up to that, that is. When you're ready, I'll be waiting for you at the Vagaroon Shrine. And don't forget to bring along a thief's testimony. But just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm not a busy man. I don't need any half-hearted whippersnappers banging on my door. Just to run off with their tails between their legs. If you want some thrill in your life, you'd better be ready for the consequences. Right, let's have a chat with the Moogle here. I'm a traveling Moogle, always on the road. Search for the secrets of true strength, Pippo. And this time I think I might have found one. That's why I'm visiting Maat to see what he thinks, Kippo. I could fill you in on the details, but you don't look like you'd understand what I have to say. Come back when you think you've got some more seasoning under your belt, Kippo. So we need to be level 75 to actually do that. That's fine. We also got some story here. The implication, I guess, being that Maat was the captain in question, finding the two boys. And the two boys being the Duke and his brother. It's an interesting little detail here, and it makes sense that they're giving this to us from Matt as we level up there. I think that the level was first raised in the Rise of the Silart expansion, if I have the timeline correct in my head. So I think that's a pretty good I guess indication that there is something a little bit off about the Duke and his brother here, if we didn't already know from another cutscene. Anyway, let's have a look at the current time. Dark Stay 19:15. Yeah, we can go ahead and start another little cutscene here in the meantime, while we're waiting for the day to tick over. So, once we're done with the next mission here for Astragon, we're going to head back to Prometheia. The enduring tumult of war. And that's going to need to take us to Sosha. You know what, we can probably go ahead and see if we can head over there. And trigger any cutscene we're bound to get in there. Teleportation systems. It's in Origandi? Yeah, posting das here. Ah, we found all the mark tablets, so porting this way is free of charge. Very good. Yes. Actually, I think we need to speak to Sid first. That's right, we forgot. We hadn't done that. Let's head to the stock first in that case. If we're going to speak to Sid, that's probably going to be enough for the data to go over here as well. Now we can head back to Altaio. But yes, just to remind ourselves of what's going on there, we need to get back to Nagbulada so we can discuss the whole emptiness thing a bit further with him. Current region, Metalworks 1.1 should do the trick. Here we are. We'll have a chat with Sid. See if he's what's going on here. Oh, Lafayette, what are you doing here? I heard that you went back to Tavnesia. Did you already meet up with Laurence? Look at this entourage. Lafayette, how did you get off the island? Ah, it's Sid! Preach? Do you know this man? Master Sid, we were able to return earlier than first planned. I must thank you again for allowing us to borrow such a wonderful bird. The airship has been handed over to the good men at the port. So, how did my CID fly? Bet the ride was smooth as silk and soft as Ceruta cotton. There is still a few stability problems that need to be stomped out, but their speed is far superior to that of the ships in the Armada. Quite superior indeed. It was a wonderful experience. But this adventure in the skies reminded me of how I'm incessantly plagued with terrible luck. If only I had the good fortune of meeting with you sooner, Master Sid. You got it wrong there, Laurence. You were lucky to meet me when you did. If you had come along any earlier, I wouldn't have been able to help you. The CID was just completed a few weeks ago. Why, you were the first to ever experience our turbo engines. The first? So, did you all find this Cardinal Mildarion you were looking for in Tavnesia? Unfortunately, no. The Cardinal has not been back to the archipelago. I was able to retrieve valuable information on her past from these two young ladies, but I am no closer to grasping her whereabouts. That's not good. What about the Magicite? Were you able to find out anything for me? Actually, I did learn something very intriguing. However, this is not a good place. Did you say Magicite? You heard me all right. Lafayette, you said you were looking for some too, right? I was hoping that you could join me when Laurence tells a story about Tavnesia's Magicite. But first, why don't you tell everybody what we know about the energy source in the Northlands? Tell them what you know? Sure. I see. So you've been following the advice of Antari, traveling to the three nations of Sandoria, Bastok and Winders to gather information on the multinational expedition. If we can discover where the Tamnesia Magicite brought to Bastok originated, then we will discover the final destination of our journey. True, but after I told Lafayette what I knew about the Dark Gem, I did a little more research on my own. When I asked an old friend about the subject, he told me something quite interesting. My Magicite wasn't found lying around in the Northlands, but inside a strange relic that was brought back from the Northlands. A strange relic? Yeah, some kind of strange box. According to the priests of Tamnesia, the ancients made the box from unidentifiable metal, just like the kind used in the Crag of Them. That sounds like the Baptismal Vessel. Baptismal Vessel? Priest, do you know anything about this box? Of course. The Tamnesian theologians used the box when performing the baptism ceremony. It should still be in the Sacrarius Tabernacle. I know because I'm the only one who has a key to that place. I've been protecting the key ever since before the Great War, on Miss Meldarian's orders. The baptism ceremony. The precious accident was... Yes, why didn't I see it before? There we go, that's the right inflection. Even though you were deemed the abhorrent one, you still took part in the theologian's baptism. Then, tell me this. While in Tamnesia, I attempted to investigate this baptismal vessel before Master said. However, I was forced to abandon my investigation before I even began. Just days before I arrived, an officer of the duchy, Nagmolada, broke into the sacrarium and stole the relic. The vessel was stolen? It was those hooded bastards from Juno. They must have learned that I was searching for the origins of the Black Magicite and stole the box so I couldn't get my hands on it. I was so close. Now I'll never learn its secrets. Wait a minute. Preesh, you said you knew about the box. What can you tell us? Even the smallest bit of info could help. The vessel's evil. It changed my life. Dragged me to hell and back. Preesh? We have to get that vessel out of Nagmolada's hands. It belongs in Tamnesia. Preesh, wait. Preesh, you cannot keep going off on your own. It is too dangerous. Lafayette, you mentioned that you and Tensen had made arrangements to meet Nagmolada in the northwestern tower of Sorsha. A great energy in the Northlands. While not necessarily relevant to my current mission, I am intrigued. On a personal level. I will be waiting for you in Bosville, Lafayette. Well, this doesn't look good now, does it? Lafayette, you should probably try to catch up with your companions ASAP. Me? I'll keep trying to find out more on the Magicite. I've still got a few cards up my sleeve. Alright. So, that's taken care of there. The next step is going to be Sorsha. We are just about to turn over to a new day here. So let's head to let us head to a home point, and we will go ahead and see if we can teleport back to Altaio and trigger another cutscene there. I'm not sure if I totally understood the corrections correctly here, but I figured it's probably a good idea to at least have a look. So we're now in the fire sting, so we should be able to just port back. Western Outer Gun, the White Gate, home point number... I guess number 1's the closest. Yes, please. So, back to our friends it is. Let's go ahead and head south. From here, we can go ahead and activate flee. Let's head back inside and we'll speak to Nadja and see if there's anything else that she'll tell us here now. Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's fine if that's the case. Let's just go ahead and head to Nashmau then. And we are going to talk to one of the current there. So, off we go to the home point again. Travel to another home point in the Arapago Isle, Nashmau. Yes, please. Let's see if we can find your pure rune then. It's supposed to be in H7. So we're going up to the northern part of town here and to the east. To the east, to the west, I guess. H7. Let's see if we can find pure rune. H6. Maybe I did get it wrong here. G7, H7, okay. There we go. Hello, pure rune. Are you looking for ghosts? Pure rune, love ghosts. Maybe you are a ghost. Pure rune peers intently at Lafayette. No, you are no ghost. Pure rune, it's sad. Pure rune. Maybe you are a ghost hunter too. You are friend of Pure rune. Pure rune teach you a secret. You go west of here. Many rocks and stones, yes. You find plenty of ghosts. But there is special ghosts. Ghosts like vial of spectral scent. Did you know? You, take this. Nothing in pockets. No problem. You find the vial of Jodi's acid for vial of spectral scent. Big red, many wavy arm creatures has vial of Jodi's acid. You go to Bajaum or Baflau. If Purple has vial of Jodi's acid, Purple make you vial of spectral scent. So we're going to need to find a vial of Jodi's acid from Baflau or Bajaum. Now, we need to actually head back to the White Gate to actually access them, those areas. But we should be able to hopefully find a vial really quickly. Let's do that. I don't have any of those right now, right? First off, do I have anything in Buffalo Thickets that I can teleport to? Let's have a look at the next page. Onasian Archipelago. No, sorry, that's not where we need to go. We need to go to we're not going to Mamuk, we're not going to Halvong, and we're not going to Arapago Reef. I guess we're just going back to no, not Amnesia. I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're going back to the White Gate. There we go. Up and away. Right, so we're going to see if we can find an Meritat in flower thickets. Let's go ahead and teleport to home point number 1. Actually, we have one in the flower thickets here. Guess let's teleport there. We're currently out here. I'm realizing this is probably not the thicket zone that we should be in. Let's have a look here. Dominating Archipelago. There we go. No. Again, I see Domination, and somehow I'm equating that to Dragon here. Where is the map for this located? It's not here. Buffalo Thickets in Western Outergon. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the one that we want to have a look at. Now, where do they spawn? Anyway, I guess let's head back to the White Gate. Sorry for teleporting around here so much. Actually, let's have a look if there's any of them out here, I guess. We'll bring out our trusts to start off. And we'll see if we can head back. We're not actually giving positions for most of the regular monsters here, which that makes sense, I suppose. Seeing as there's many of them. But let's have a quick look around here, see if there's anyone around, or if it's just Mamulja here. And if it is, we can head back to the White Gate. Dragons. Yeah, it may just be dragons here. We can have a look around the area down here, but I'm not sure if there's anything of particular note to actually fight here. No. It's just a staging point. I guess we can take the staging point back to the White Gate though. So we're going to need to exit from the actual we're going to need to exit from the actual White Gate and Altaio exits here. Then, what remains is finding the enemies in question and getting them to drop the item we're looking for. I'm figuring I should probably let you follow along so we can see where we're going at least. And, have you along for a few fights. I don't think that there should be too hard to get the item to drop, but who knows. But with that said, I think let's leave you with us here for a while. We're not going to cut away here. I'm becoming more hesitant to do editing recently because even if we're doing just minor editing, cutting out large parts all in one for just 3 or 4 cuts or something like that, just rendering it out and uploading it manually and things like that is adding a lot of time onto my process here, which isn't necessarily great for me in terms of allowing me time to do this as a hobby. I'm not complaining as such really, but just to explain why you may see some less edited episodes going forward here, depending on how things go, basically. If I'm finding that we have extended pieces of a session where we're not going to be able to make any significant headway, but it's not enough that we should just end the session outright, I'll obviously go ahead and do make some cuts. What I'm getting at is more that if I can get away with it, and emphasis on getting away with it here, I think I do want to avoid doing editing if I can, because it's just so much more convenient for me to just make the minor cuts that we need to make on at the beginning and end from Twitch WOD, and then send that out to upload to YouTube from there, because that means I don't have to babysit it as much. Anyway, let's bring our trusts out and see if we can find the enemy in question here. I'm pretty sure that we've seen them somewhere along the way here, so it shouldn't be too hard to find them. This area isn't too bad in terms of navigation either, so. If we take the left-hand path, we should probably find some along the road here sooner or later. Here we go. Here they are. Let's go ahead and dismount. These guys are at the moment decent challenges. Should be fine. I'll get out of their way in case they want to give us the old Marlboro bad breath here. Where's my second dagger? Why am I only wearing one? That's strange. I'm not sure how that happened. We got the acid at the beginning here, so let's take these guys out and then we'll head back to Nashmao. Not sure how that dagger fell off. I've not unequipped it, no, as far as I know. Oh, I wonder if it fell off because we went into the mat fight. Because I believe that does take away your sub job. So we wouldn't have had ninja there. I'm not sure we would have had dual wielding as just a regular thief at 75 or not. It's very possible that we would, but go. So we can go ahead and work back. And then we'll head to Nashmao. Probably should make use of the survival guides now that they are free. Anyway, here, so. Here we go. Teleportation assistance. It's an archipelago. No, again, that's not the Arapago Island, Nashmal. I'm not sure why I'm messing up and going to Tunisia every time. Maybe that we've just been talking about Tunisia so much, but... Anyway, let's head back to our current friend here and we'll trade him the asset he was looking for. He drove this asset. Okay. Pure. You brought vial of Yodis acid. No, so pure can't tell. Pure make you a vial of spectral scent. You see spooky ghost. Purun is master perform maker. Make smelly into sweet smell. You take. Old smell is hard smell to make, but ghost will smell, maybe cry. You go west, many rocks, many stones. You find ghost. We get a vial spectral scent, and I believe this will update our mission as well. Lost Kingdom. Purun of Nashmao has advised you to go head west to a place with many stones to find a special ghost. Perhaps it will lead you to the ghost ship. Perhaps. We are, however, going to take a little break from the Outergun storyline here. This is the furthest point we need to go to, I believe, in order to progress with our Rhapsodies of Vanadil missions. And we are now a little bit behind in terms of levels. Not behind as such, but we're just about the level where we are supposed to be doing chapter 5 and 6 of Chains of Prometheus, so we're going to head back there instead. But yes, we're done with the stretch of Outergun for now. So, that said, let us go ahead and head to the glacier again here. Teleportation assistance. Organdi, Boston Glacier. Up and away. Right. So, we are going to the tower at F7. So we're going to need to head back up. Head up here. I believe there should be a way up for us here, but let's have a look. Mount, thank you. I'm actually not entirely sure how we get back up here, but there should be a way. Sure, we've done it one time or another. Not this way, I'm assuming. Let's have a look at the map. Alright, we need to head north from the tower, go back up around there, and head into there. Okay. Map readability is, again, a little off at times here. But then again, the game is, I think, coming up on 20 years old at this point. Texture memory used to be a lot less available. Here we go. Yeah, we take the path up to the west here. Ahead. And we can head back around the bend and we will be in the right area for the tower. We've not spent so much time here that I actually know this by heart, unfortunately, but I know how to know, at least. I know what to look for on the map. I just don't always see it. Let's go ahead and continue on. Should have a way up north here soon. This is it, I believe. Yes. Heading up to the next tier, and then we just need to head west into the little outcropping here. And we are at the tower. They do sort of guide you with some of the pillars here, I suppose. Not sure we ever went in here when I was looking for the chips and things like that. That said, there's actually a book here. The living statue is too weak to be worthwhile. Let's dismount. Just want to see, is this a room? A field manual? It is, okay. That's fine. We don't need to bother with that right now. Let's head inside Socialize then. Where the hell have you been, Lafayette? We have been waiting for your arrival. Did you encounter something unexpected? Never could I have imagined that such a masterpiece of ancient architecture could be hidden beneath these towers. I sense the gates of paradise are within our reach. Bronze, we were not expecting to see you here. Hey, buddy. If you come back to try to stop me, don't think I'll leave you here without a fight. I'm not going anywhere until I get my box back. I have no such intentions. I am simply here as an heir to the Knight's Mistral. What worries me more is the absence of Nagmodala. I assume he has already set off for the fourth crystal. That is what we must do. Follow me. Phoenix will lead the way. So look at the map. Pretty straightforward here so far. We're going to be looking for a stone door, I believe. Let's actually bring our trusts out as well. Because there's going to be some fighting. Here we go. We're looking for a door that will spawn a notorious monster. These guys are weak to us right now. Right, let's have a look here. Nothing in here. I assume it's going to be straightforward for here. That's the snowballs. Too weak to be worthwhile. Let's check it out anyway. Just to have it be not in the way here. Now let's have a look here. Door has been activated. And we have a big notorious monster here. We're gonna fight. He doesn't have a lot of health, but I believe he's got a pretty high tick rate regen. Like 100 per tick or so. So if we can go ahead and take him out here soon, that would be great. Big hits. There we go. 201 experience is nothing to us right now, but we've or at least done it. Can I move, please? This is awkward. Can I release my trusts? Oh, okay. We are rooted to spot and cannot move. For another minute. Okay, once our trust available again. Another minute. Alright. I guess we're waiting this out here then. That was a mistake on multiple levels. I always forget to check my debuffs. I just really think that, okay, we're stuck in place. There must obviously be some sort of bug. And obviously, it's not. There's a bug in how I'm thinking about things, perhaps, but not in the game itself. Soon, soon, soon. Right, here we go. Trap on the door is broken. We'll enter the door. And we're gonna take the elevator. We are unable to cast spells at this time. Here we go. Oh, hey. Okay, I didn't actually intend to get into a fight here. You know what? Let's put the semi. Let's call our trusts. Is it possible to do it here? Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and disengage. We have enmity, so we can't do that. Let's flee in that case. Oh boy. It's on door. Proceed onward, yes. Yeah, boy. That enemy just jumped down into the elevator with us. Good lord. It's the Mother Crystal. Legend says that Vanadil was formed when it split into 5 pieces. This is one of those pieces. The divine light it emits. This is from where we were born, and where we will all eventually return. Simply gazing upon its beauty soothes the mind and soul. Hey, Lafayette, can you hear it? That song. The crystal, it's calling to us. That star. You. Song. Yours. Someday. Hope. Become. Dreams. Our prayers. And what was split asunder will once more become whole, complete and inseparable for all eternity. Look at this. Now that all the performers have arrived, the play can begin. I wonder if that's Naimulala. Yeah, it is. There we go. Naimulala, you slimy thief! Give back the vessel! Ah, Tavnesia's perpetual baptismal vessel. I was amused when I learned how the box was being used. According to the old man, the Spatier, all those who entered the faith were required to pledge their loyalty to the Dawn Goddess before this vessel. While not quite practical, it is an quite intriguing use. In this way, even devolved creatures such as you yourselves could become subconsciously aware of the power of the box. Not practical? What do you mean? Do you know what that box is really used for? Of course, just as I know the use of that amulet you carry. The amulet? Many millennia ago, the king of the Psylark made that amulet, the testament of affinity, to peer into the hearts of the Kulu. The Psylark were born with the ability to communicate directly with the mind of another. This is called the Whisper of the Soul. However, as centuries passed, some people were overcome by the emptiness and lost this power of communication. Those who could no longer harness the Whisper of the Soul was known as the Kulu. The Psylarkian king ordered the production of amulets, such as the one you possess, to contain the darkness residing within these unfortunate souls and open their hearts. And thus the thoughts of all those who wore one were known by him. The amulet you hold, it was given to you by the Psylarkian prince, was it not? And now you have begun using it to further your twisted schemes. Lafayette, The boy has been using you as a guide over space and time into a world unknown to him. Using you to guide him to the mother crystals. And that's why I can see what he sees. However, it seems as if he made a poor choice in guides. It took too long for you the petty adventurers to reach the fourth crystal, let alone the first three. Thanks to your incompetence, I had enough time to obtain this box, as well as find out who you really are. It was you who brought the end to our era. You who betrayed us. You, Celsius. Though you bear the mark of the Kulu, you betrayed your people and the trust of the Sylartian prince. Though you have inherited the will of the slumbering gods, you betrayed them as well. And though you were born of the Mother Crystal, now you plot to betray her. My heart yearns to know why you have chosen the path of traitor. However, that answer can wait for a later day. The answer I seek now is that to a different question. Tell me where you obtained the power to control the emptiness. When the attempt to open the gates of paradise failed and Altaio was destroyed, why did only you survive? What happened that day? What did you see? And what did you learn? What unspeakable powers do you possess? No answer, Celsius? Then the only option left to me is to force them from the emptiness inside you. Preach. Stop. Behold the true power of the Eye of Altana. Behold the transformation of emptiness to magicite. Did you forget, Celsius? Now, answer me, boy. Unless you want to be ripped apart from the inside. Lafayette! Don't lose this. Come on, Celsius, stop thinking and start talking. Tell me what to say. Tell me what to sing. What? That star is you, and the song is yours. And someday that hope will become our dreams, our prayers. Shine forth, star of hope. Let your song ring out across all of Vanadil. And what was split asunder will once more become whole, complete and inseparable for all eternity. Is he trying to answer me? It is only that I cannot hear him because I have lost the whisper of the soul. And here we are, another Promethean area. Ah, more cutscene. I bring thee 2 children who no longer hear the whisper of the soul. The boy on the right is Celtius. The boy on the left is Nagmolada. I beseech the blessings of the king before the commencement of our journey to the city of the Kulu. Thou hast nothing to fear. Those who receive the blessings of the king may abide in the city of the Kulu without worry or care. We have made a pledge to the dawn goddess Altana. We shall make all haste in discovering the cause of thine illness, ascend to a world, and return to a world with neither Silart nor Kulu. Though the whisper of the soul has grown quiet for thee, I ask for thy trust. Thou must live as before. Believe in the honesty of people as thou did when their thoughts were open to thee. Oh, so the living immortals have finally been born among the children of the dawn. Why dost thou seek to show us this vision of paradise? This heavenly garden that Silat believed to be the goal of all of Anadil. What are you waiting for? Graviton, all of us, we should strive for that perfection. If we behold that vision, we too can understand what they are aiming for. We can join with Silart and be whole once more. This senseless conflict between us will end. Celsius. What is wrong with all of you? We have nothing to fear. Diabolos is... It is too late, Celsius. We have already fallen. Our hearts have been stained with corruption. It cannot be. Dawn Maiden Yvnoal. It is for... What are you doing here? It is forbidden to enter this place. Nagmolada. Why dost thou, a Kulu, work for the Silart? Lady Yvnoal. This battle has gone beyond the point of salvation. The killing, the lies, the mistrust. We are no longer capable of understanding one another. It's all the fault of the terrestrial avatars. Sorry, that's Nagmolada. It's all the fault of the terrestrial avatars. They are merely using the foolish Kulu to force the king of the Silart to keep the gates of paradise closed. And then there's that traitor, Celsius. All this blood has been spilled as a result of him breaking his promise to you. Thou dost yet believe in me, Nagmolada. Thou dost believe my words, my pledge to return this world to a place with neither Silart nor Kulu. Lady Yvnoal, they are calling me a traitor to the Kulu people. However, I have never once considered myself to be one of them. I never once considered my action to be a betrayal. I have returned to your side. That is all I have done. I will never betray your trust in me. Even if thou discovers I have betrayed that trust. Lady Yvnoal, not only thee, I intend to betray all the Silart. It is because I... Ooh. A yellowish tint to the Let's see. Lafayette. Where are you? Help us. The mysterious amulet has been returned to you. You cannot remember when exactly, but you have obtained the light of Vas. Right, let's bring our trust back out here. There we go. And I believe we have a new mission. Sires of Emptiness. The emptiness that trapped you and your companions. You must find them before you are able to continue your journey into the depths of Promethean. So, right. In addition to the memory receptacles, there are there are memory reflexes on levels 3, 4, and 5 to spawn notorious monsters you have to defeat to advance. Make sure you get the cutscene of the memory reflex of the third, fourth, and fifth level floors here. No map. Let's see if we can find our way to head upstairs then. How are these enemies looking? Too weak to be worthwhile. Let's see if I can get a heal. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and just kill him with auto attacks here. Yes, because it's the quickest way for us to get back our health. Right, we're starting here. Let's head off to the right first. As we move along, find the memory receptacles here. The thinker seems like easy prey. Have the apex enemies here as well. Incredibly tough. Let's keep away. Pretty sure that we should be able to head along here without any major issues. We'll give them a wide berth just in case, but I don't think there should be any troubles. Memory receptacle. Go. Let's enter the memory stream. Floor number 2. There we go, and then we'll continue on. Guess there's only one path from here. How are the Weepers looking here, actually? 2v3 worthwhile as well. Pretty sure that we'll be able to just move past them then. More apex enemies. That's fine. Have another potential receptacle here. That's probably the way down. Let's continue on here this way then. 3 minutes until our next flea. There's another one. There's another one over there as well. Let's start on the right. Yes, please, hello. I'm not sure if we even have a back and forward to these things or not. So I'm not sure if we can actually crit well. Let's fight these guys as well, I guess. I was gonna say, I guess that we can actually use... Oh, there we go. Here's our next one. So, we're looking for memory fluxes as well here. From this point forward. If we head northwest, apparently we should be coming into J8. We can see that on our compass here at the bottom left of the screen. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. And hopefully it's going to mean that we can actually navigate somewhat decently here. Okay, 9. There's a memory receptacle. We'll wait. We'll go through there. This looks to be it, sort of. Memory flux. Sense of dark, empty presence. And we have propagator. We need to fight. Yeah, we are overleveled for this early parts here, probably. There we go. And then we check the flux again. It. So this is the emptiness. I never believed I would be swallowed into its darkness. Lafayette, you have my thanks. If you hadn't awoken me, I dread to think what would have happened. But if I am here, it is possible the others have been taken by the emptiness as well. We must look for them. There we go. So that's the first one taken care of, and we did have a memory receptacle over here. So maybe that'll turn out fine here. Fight. Go ahead and brick attack from behind. Banadral. Shark bite. There we are. Any teleporter? Doesn't look like it. We'll need to find another one then. Let's continue on this way, I suppose. Please back. Here's another one. Probably should have waited until we've got to the next floor, but it's fine. I guess we can theoretically sneak attack here as well. Just not sure if it does anything. It doesn't look like it will, but anyway. There it is. Take out the stray. Take out the stray. Very good. So onwards to the fourth floor. And this memory flux should be to the east, as I understand. At M6. Yeah, there it is. Again, these enemies are quite freaky when you actually stop to look at them. Walking on their four legs, as it were. Time for another fight. Oh, it's a tall boy. Solicitor. Let's see about sneaking attacking. So we gained another weapon skill here called Sharp Bite, and when we do our sneak attack and then trigger it, we're doing like at least 1,000 damage. So that's been working out well for me, I think. This is gonna be Laurence. Yeah, there we go. Lafayette. This place. The spark of life has never flared here, I feel. Is that what they call emptiness? I knew that if I followed you, something extraordinary was bound to occur, but this... My mind yet reels from the knowledge that the Silart and the Kulu still exist in this world. The ancient people who tried to open the gates of paradise. And to think that the legend of the mother crystals entombed deep below the surface of Antil was true. I must track down that Chinoan diplomat Nagvalada. He and I have much to discuss. Let us be on our way. There we go. Now then, to find some receptacles. There's probably one over here. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get jackpot first attempt. If we're unlucky, it's probably the way down. There we go. We'll attack. Quick attack. There we go. They should all die pretty quickly once we attack here. Let's attack that one, I guess. Huh, we're lucky and find our way up, I guess, at least. Come on, let's hit that one as well. They don't even have the opportunity to go into fights with me here. Anyway. Enter the memory stream. We're gonna head to the northwest here to D6. And that might actually be quite a trek here. What's that now? Anyway, we should be able to flee here. D6. Be on the lookout for any potential apex enemies. E7. Around here somewhere. E6. D6. Oh, there we go. See who comes along this time. Oh, it's the Balby boy. Wanderer. Go. That's almost 1400 damage. A single attack. Again, combining trick attack and sneak attack with our weapon skills is how we do most of our damage. Here we go. Memory reflex. Yeah, is that you? Where is Preach? Why isn't she here? Oh, I see. Our search for her continues. This may sound strange, Lafayette, but as I lay dreaming, I'm sure I heard Preach's voice calling to me. I believed she was somewhere deep in the bowels of this dreadful realm. Please, Lafayette, help me find Preach. We must all escape this awful place together. Right. So we're, I guess, heading back. We're looking for the entrance to the final battle area here at F8. So if we move back along this way, we should be able to find it. Again, keeping in mind for Apex enemies, because oh boy. That's fine. We are at F now, so yes, is that it over there? It is right in front of the tower here, so it's probably this. Let's have a look. Spire of Basel. By Altana's tears. If we go any further, we will plunge into the emptiness. Then we must backtrack to find another path. Lafayette, there was something I... Ah, good to see you all are safe and well. Nagmolada. It seems that Diablo spoke the truth. Although I did think it strange that one could enter the emptiness without being devoured by its darkness. You have met with Diabolos? Yes, in his dream world of Dynamis. He said that if I helped you, Lafayette, we would find a way out of this place. Help Lafayette? Help Lafayette? Does the exit lie in this direction? Yes. Well then, step aside. There's little light remaining within this vessel. Celsius, as long as I have breath in my body, I will find you. No matter what it takes. Alright then. We are going to head to the battlefield. And we'll go ahead and bring our friends out once we're there. Sires of Emptiness. Minute time limit. Dead end. Show yourself, Celsius. Right. Call our trusts. Right. So we're coming up to the fight here. They're suggesting to start off with taking on the Agonizer here. Which, you know, fair enough, I suppose. Doesn't look like they are activating the others just by engaging this one just yet. And I'm pretty sure that we are high enough level that we shouldn't have too much trouble here. Okay. Now the other one's coming. Let's take this one out first. Later, huh? If only I could move. 30-second sleep? Oh boy. Good thing they aren't so strong here. If they were attacking, but they're all at full strength and I couldn't, you know, engage with them here, we might have had a problem, but as things stand, I don't think it's going to be too bad here. Now then, let's fight. We are quick attack. Let's save our TP for the final one then, I guess. Procreator. Fight, fight, fight. Yeah, this should be the backside of it, I think. Boom. That's that. Oh hey, look who it is. Lord Diabolos. Reach. So we meet again, he who is one with Celsius. Now that the light of the fourth crystal has been robbed, it will not be long before this land is infested by the emptiness. I fear it may be impossible to thwart the plans of Celsius. If I had only realized earlier what he was attempting. Diabolos, are you saying that you know what he is up to? Is he truly planning to thrust Vanadil into the abyss of the emptiness? That may be the ultimate result of his actions. However, I do not feel it was his original intention. No, I have learned the true ambition of Celsius in the form of a dream. The dream of this girl. Celsius has come from Altaio on a mission to protect the celestial capital. From where? That is ridiculous. The celestial capital was destroyed without a trace when the Sylar tried opening the gates of paradise over 10,000 years ago. Child of the Kulu, Altaio was not destroyed as you thought. It still remains intact, its residents alive, resting in a safe place. A safe place? Beyond the fifth crystal. Lafayette, search out the final mother crystal. There you will find the truth you seek. I do not understand. Are you saying that there is a hidden realm beyond this fifth crystal? And the gates of paradise, could they also be? Foolish children. Do you still aimlessly seek the dream of paradise? I must warn you, it is not your will that guides you to the gates, but the will of Promethea. You and every other soul on this world are slaves to the will of the Twilight God. And that is why Bahamut, keeper of the gates of paradise, has set out to destroy you. The will of Promethea? Promethea's curse on mankind. So, the true reason behind Bahamut was deemed as his enemies lies in the curse. Lord Diablos, is there any way to break these chains that bind us? There is one way. Long ago, remnants of the Kulu came to me and asked me to release them from the chains of Promethea. I did as they asked. However, the result was tragic. The Kulu lost their original selves. Children of Vanadil, Promethea's curse is necessary for the survival of your species. Without it, you would be nothing. It is only a curse because that is the name you have given it. It is only your chains because that is what you make a... However, if we are not purified of this curse, whether it is one or not, there is no avoiding a battle with the Worm King. And even if we are victorious, there is no stopping the emptiness from swallowing all life on Vanadil. There are no roads left for you to travel. Phoenix has been reduced to a mere fragment of her former self, while Fenrir, Guardian of Tomorrow, remains powerless. And Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows, still ponders over whether to lend his hand to your cause. All this because he realizes that he cannot save both of you. He must choose one, mankind or Vanadil. We must learn from Celsius and the mistake he has made. In attempting to save both sides, he only caused them much pain. But that does not take away from the fact that he tried. Preach. Diablos, if you had anything close to a soul, you'd know that pain comes with the package. There's no way around it, but it's what makes us who we are. You are nothing but an empty shell. What happened to your soul? If you're going to live your life in fear of hurting someone, then you'll never be able to save anything. You know nothing, girl. If you are so adamant about your cause, then why not carry the pain of all of Vanadil on your own? Sacrifice yourself for the world and its children. If you die, Bahamut's pact would be broken, and Vanadil would be saved. Break the pact? Why didn't I think of that? Kill the Keeper of the Apocalypse. There we go. No experience points. I'm assuming we'll get another cutscene here. Hey, I found something. You found something? Show me, show me, show me. No, wait, it's a body. Just a body? Why does this keep happening to us? We gotta go tell someone. But before we do... Rustle, rustle, rustle. That's the second time these guys steal my things. You free. Oh. And we get the amulet back immediately. Mr. Nagmalada. We're glad to see you're okay. Lady Eshantari was so worried about you. We were so worried about you too. I don't need your platitudes. What I need to know is why you three activated the ruins of Sosha. Do you realize what you've done? Or were you just causing trouble as usual? It wasn't like that. It was Lady Eshantari. She asked the adventurers to do it. This is Eshantari's doing? What could she be up to? Did she activate the ruins to seal Diablos? Or could it be... Mr. Nagmalada was really mad. Mr. Nagmalada had steaming coming out of his ears. What do we do? We didn't get the chance to tell him about Preach. She's still lying in front of that tower over there. But even if we leave her like that, she probably won't die. But if Preach finds us, we definitely will die. Which means we leave her like that and stay alive. So the fifth crystal is in Altaio. Alright, we're gonna finish up this mission here. Let's see, I think our next step is going to be heading back to Eldworks. Let's have a look at the... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and travel back home now. I believe that's where we'll end things for tonight. Next upcoming mission is going to be a long one, I think. Pretty involved. So for now, we're going to speak to the set and then we'll leave things after that. To the metalworks we go. Right. So, the next mission is going to be a mission with a set of sub-missions, sort of. It's going to be chapter 5-3, but there's going to be 3 paths that we can follow. And I think that they may be quite involved, some of them. So, I'm going to start off speaking to Sid, and then we'll come back to take care of those next time. Lafayette, I was starting to worry about you. Are you alright? I heard from Laurence that you weren't able to get the box back, but at least you're in one piece. Somebody up there is smiling down on you, that's for sure. Master Sid. Ah, and Sir Lafayette. I commend your adventurers on your efficient methods of transportation. After our ordeal, Tenzin and Ulmia made it back safe to Sandoria. However, there are still no signs of Breach. We can only pray that she was as resourceful as Lafayette here in escaping from the glacier. Well, I have some bad news for you. A communication has just been sent out to all 3 nations from Juno. Breach is wanted on criminal charges. The Duchy has issued a warrant for her immediate arrest. That is preposterous. When Preach sang her song, Sylphius was able to escape. Nagmalada believes that Preach and the boy are working together. Preach's song, the fourth verse of the Memoria Villastana. But where did she learn it? I do not know, but one thing is for certain. We must find Preach before Juno does. We then can ask her of the song, and of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Yes, and of Bahamut. What was she trying to tell us? How to break the pact with the Worm King? How to remonstrate against his actions? The pact. When the Keeper of the Apocalypse arrives, Bahamut shall destroy mankind. Destroy mankind? You mean to tell me the Conqueror of the Skies, Bahamut, is planning a mass genocide? Unfortunately, yes. And as far as we know, the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arrived, in the form of the boy Sylphius. Sent by the ancients from the celestial capital of Altaio, Sylphius' coming is foretold in mankind's pact with Bahamut, and that is why Bahamut too has awoken. And now that the Worm King has begun calling upon his slumbering minions, he is forming an army to fulfill the pact. We traveled to the den of the terrestrial avatar. However, he would not listen to our pleas. His heart is stained with anger, and there is no way to cleanse it. That is why the only option left before us is to somehow break the pact. But how? Break the pact? This can't be that hard. Let's think about it. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut. Wait a minute, that's it. What if the Keeper of the Apocalypse never comes? Then Bahamut would not have to... I don't know if this is what Preach was trying to say, but if we can do something about the Keeper, Bahamut won't have to have any pact to fulfill. Vanadil will be saved. The problem is finding this Keeper. That's it. The problem is finding this Keeper. But we already know who he is. The Keeper of the Apocalypse is Sylphius. Capturing the boy has been our mission from the start. It may be a nearly impossible task. But if we had the assistance of Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows... Tenzin, if it's alright, I would like to try and locate Preach. Preach has the ability to communicate with Sylphius. Perhaps she knows something that we have yet to realize. I'm going to further investigate the celestial capital of Altaio. If this is where the boy came from, then there must be a path to return from there. Splitting up into 3 groups to find information on Preach and the Keeper. Why didn't I think of that? So, what are you going to do, Lafayette? So, we can go with Laurence, we can go with Ulmia, or we can go with Tenzin, or we can go with Ulmia. Let's start from the top, and we're going to need to do everything anyway, and we can do it in any order we choose. But let's say that we're investigating Altaio to start off with. Laurence. I plan on traveling to Tavnacia to further investigate the celestial capital of Altaio. It was the Tavnacian cathedral that brought this name back from obscurity, and it is more than likely the place that the Cardinal Mildarian seeks out. True. If you happen to find out anything useful, come back here, and we'll see what we can make of it. That goes for all of you. We're all on this boat for good. We may be in for some rough waters ahead, but you've got nothing to fear with good old Sid at the helm. Understood, Master Sid. Now, let us be off. We have no time left to lose. So, There we are. New mission. 3 paths. To break the Worm King's pact, you must locate the Keeper of the Apocalypse as quickly as possible. To do that, you must first realize more of Altaio, as well as find Preach and the mysterious boy. Here we go. So, we're going to end things here for tonight. We will be back again on Monday, where we will go ahead and try to move on in this mission here. Until then, I hope you all have a very good weekend, that yeah, you take it to rest. And I will be back again Monday, as I mentioned, where we'll continue on. But yes, overall, very happy with what we got done today. We are on our way, for sure. So, that's it. Thank you all very much for tonight. And until next time, take care, everyone.